dissidence, balance in dark and light, steadying the agreeable index plight. Crypto tuning up, yup, keeping it right. Yup, the meme that's on the rise, agreeable intense, one on a Pulsechain's pride, opening those minds with all the positivity, marching in its time, cadence in the grind, agree to disagree. Yup, that's all the time you need. Meet up hits it right, freedom and prosperity, the destination and the flight. Lighting up dad's farm, opposed to that nope rule, firing up them charts, yeah, flying straight and true. Wink at the foes, cheer at the woes, yep, stack sats glide.
In the shadows, after years we write the O's, spinning in their reels, grinding through the code, testing through the edges where the contracts might erode. We're testing the hinges, patching all the holes, reeling through the dead of night with the beats of the Pulsechain hum roll. Bug hunts till dawn, true audits that bite, the profile forged through fire and the light. No shortcuts taken, no dreams left behind for the DEFI faithful, all testings have a line.
What is up, guys? How we doing? Shout out to Rip City Cuts with that great intro. Both intros, actually. It's kind of two rolled up into one. But anyways, today we have a great project, another fork of a different project, but TruFarms. It is nice. It is cool. I like the project team. They've been on before and whatnot. So, yeah, let's get into this. Yeah. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Hey, Rabbi.
Hey.
Hello.
How we doing, Daniel?
Hello, everyone.
You guys have been here before, but for those of you that haven't been here before, this is Daniel from True2X and Neil Fertiz shares from True2X and TruFarms. They're both founders of TruFarms too, I believe, correctly?
Yep.
Right. So, yeah. How are we doing? How's the day over there? Yeah.
Well,
Daniel's got a nice place.
Yeah.
it's a fresh morning, another new good morning, another one of those days where we can do incredible things.
All right. Well, it's sunny there. It's chilly here. It's cold where Neil is probably.
Mm-hmm.
It must be nice to be on the other side of the world. For those of us in America, you know. But anyways, enough about introductions. Let's get over this amazing platform of TruFarms.io. What is it? Why'd you guys decide to fork it? I know you guys wanted to implement this to do with part of True2X and the yield generation miners of the True2X system and stuff like that. But really, why did you do it? Why'd you fork it? And what is it that inspired you to do it? You know what I mean? Daniel.
Well, under the roof of TruDefi, there is a whole array of protocols that need to be launched over the time. And TruDefi launched with its flagship product, True2X. True2X, the name says it all. But how can you even announce a 2X protocol for people that is genuine and functioning? Because there was no blueprint in the past where you have 2x or 1.5 or 5x protocol functioning and working out properly as intended. And the only way is to create external revenues. So one of the parts of True 2x is that we are generating with more than 10 up to 14% of daily deposits. We are creating new engagements and deposits outside the platform in order to create externally generated revenues from service products. That is a value, and the auction yield that we are bringing back is a net injection for everyone who participates in a 2x PLS protocol. So True2x has zero or has no token, and it is running solely with PLS. Users put PLS in, getting PLS out, up to a 2x. In order to guarantee this, we need to have additional external revenues. And we were working successful in the past with Emmett. Emmett, I think the founder of Emmett, he hit the ceiling with what's currently possible with yield farming. And Neil took really passion on this protocol and project. So we created, according to our roadmap that was defined a long time ago, that we launch and fork actually Emmet and work with the founder together with Karos. And at the end of the day, we just added and contributed to another yield source for our True2x stakers or miners with the TruFarm. And it seems to be a highlight right now. Price discovery has not even started, and the chart looks good. The APRs are fine, and the revenues for the SRE do exactly what the TruFarm was designed for. So I'm very, very pleased and happy. And we on the board, we are very grateful for the community and all that support that we received. They're doing a very, very good job in spreading the word. And Neil, maybe you want to share something about the TruFarm itself, but it's a valuable contribution to the TruDefi network itself.
Yeah, yeah. The farm has been. We're really pleased. I echo that sentiment, and we do appreciate the community coming in. And the TruFarm is it's been a successful launch. We are really pleased with how things went down. The In fact, the SRE has really yet to even get started, even dealing with interacting with the TruFarms. Right now we're just doing the initial liquidities and getting set up in the foundation, but it's really yet to interact on a daily basis. We're just trying to get there's several things that have to happen, like all the different pairs. We still have another, I think, 3 more pairs to put out before we really start adding the other communities. So we're going to do the basic core pairs like Pulse, PulseX, PulseDie, and stuff like that. So I got to do those one at a time every day or every other day. So give people time to set liquidity up, make decisions, right? And then once those are set up, then we'll start the community pairs with, I think we have RhinoFi and Yep, the 2 that are on the proposals right now through the DAO. Sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. Hey, I need you to get out of here.
Yeah, you guys had a really great launch. I think like it was real smooth. There was like no problems, no nothing. You guys automatically, right when somebody got in, like maybe 15-20 minutes after the fact, you could just go into single-sided staking and just start earning DAI, although the APRs aren't up all that much because there's that 7-day delay. I still believe it's 7 days or whatever from that like emit is, and the APRs on the single-sided will increase over time as volume accrues and the treasury builds up and stuff like that. So I understand that, and that is great. And I see that over the course. I think this is the second day. APRs are already like around 50, maybe above that, and it's looking good. Communities are coming in already on the DAO, which is cool. So yeah, launch right there, and every day, like I think you guys launched 3 extra farms or 2, as far as I know, besides like the core pairs.
Yeah, yeah. We have an emit TruFarm pair, which is unique. And since because what that does is ties the emit protocol to us directly. And so what we're trying to hope for and try to shoot for in V2 liquidity is when the bot's going to balance all the pools and stuff, and the price action changes from farm A from emit and TruFarms, the bots will balance the pools out, thus bringing volume to both emit and TruFarms. And since we have a stake, a pretty large stake in emit as well, we want to keep that stake and grow that stake. Therefore, we want the volume to bleed over on that side too. And so we're actively engaged in both farms, moving and acting as SRE, as well as shifting the liquidity balancing on both sides. So Karos and I, we talk almost every day about this stuff and trying to come up with ways to generate more volume on both sides. So it's interesting proposition. I don't know if it's ever been done before. I think this is the first that I know of in DeFi, having two farms that are basically linked through liquidity with a common yield or volume generator that is True2X.
Yeah.
I think the tokenomics between the two, because there's similar tokenomics with emit. I know they have less token account and less emission rate, along with compared to you guys and how you guys decided to do all that. That was pretty interesting, I thought, and how that's going to complement each other in some way. So if you could touch on that a little bit, what decided you to go with the bigger supply and the emission rates and whatnot compared to emit. So it kind of made it its own actual platform instead of just a fork with just different tokenomics in my mind,
Yeah, there was some thought that went into that as far as the overall initial supply. It's basically almost a 10x of what emit had. So therefore, the emission rate is going to follow behind that in a rough ratio, but give us room to grow and increase it if need be. Right. So that's the beauty of how the farms work, is we can adjust that emission rate as the demand dictates by the market. So if we see that we need more volume, or we would like more tokens on the market, we can up it. Or if too many tokens in the market and a price suffers, we can always slow it down too. So that is a nice little way to we can kind of adjust to have a healthy market, because we want to have a healthy market for the user. We want the user to be able to be confident they can come in, get tokens at a good price. They can stake them if they want single sided, or they can buy LP. But we don't want to make sure the chart is got enough liquidity thickness and support that they always sell their yield and take that yield and do what they want with it. Like go to True2X, for instance, and make deposits.
Okay. You got anything else, Daniel, you wanted to add? Or
Well, I think it's important that we bring some context to it. So True2X is still the flagship product, and it has the highest volume, or a very, very high volume, actually. What True2X is, for everyone who sees it first, it is a PLS only 2X protocol. And when you put money in, PLS in, you can get up to a double out. There are no conditions. It's up to you how long you want to wait. And what we do is a part of it, I said it before, is going every day. 10 to 14% is being of every day's deposit is being added for our investments outside the platform to create externally generated revenue. So everyone who knows it, they can switch off right now. But everyone who's new needs to know what actually the circle effects are, or the feedbacks effects on the between the two protocols, between True2X and TruFarm. So of course it has been launched to bring another quality product for Pulsechain users, the farm. But what the farm does is it produces a pretty high APR for True2X. So we are now able to increase on a daily manner the funds that are generated outside of True2X. We are injecting without creating obligations to True2X, satisfying existing 2X miners on True2X. At the same time, the community who is setting up miners or is compounding every day, they can choose a community Everyone knows that already. We have a community partner program. And for example, the TruFarm is also a partner officially an official partner. So what users can do is they can choose, okay, I'm with that community, I want to favor that one. Now we have a daily increased, I think the partner community of True Farms receives between 15 and 20 million PLS value every day increase. So the day that those miners that the True Farm as a partner of 2x matures, we have every time one fourth of it, meaning 7 million. Um, you know, 15 million times two for 2x, and a quarter of that, 7, 8 million, somewhere there, will be purchase power for the True Farm. So this is where we are reducing the emission again. So we can afford to deploy with a high emission amount because we are going to buy and burn it back with an extra capital that doesn't cost nobody anything. It is coming from the partner program of True2X. So there is a whole lot of positions in the circle or circle. I think that looks better clockwise for you guys. So everything is in flow. It was designed like this, and it's amazing to see how everything plays out. The more complicated thing right now is not the tokenomics to understand for those who are with us already, because they wrap their mind around. What the challenge is, let's look at the market. The market is sending signals to many people's emotions. So people make a decision: is it over the high flying market or not? Is it really the mega crash in crypto or not? What will I do during the mega crash? Will I sell out into stables or not? Are there actually DeFi protocols that can catch up, or actually where's my strategy? Can I actually double, triple, quadruple in the next 12 months with the token units, the count of my token units? What is my strategy? Will I sell right now and buy back when it's down? Will I hit the bottom or not? Will I really hit the low price of the next of this next or of that crypto winter where we are right now entering? So the question is that people need to understand: how much brain will I invest here? Will I do the math? Will I calculate, or will I just go the easy path? Is it one of my passion things in life to do crypto, or is it just am I a dentist and my job is something else? If you're a dentist and your job is something else, buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin, whatever. Don't trade. But if you are in crypto, if you are on Pulsechain and you say you're a Pulsechain, or you are someone who wants to do crypto, this is why DeFi has been developed, or what DeFi is being developed for. So get engaged, not only with us, but start with us. But look also in all the other protocols, for example, the ones that we have listed as partners. Wrap your mind around it. Read good books, have good time, eat good food, look after your body, but at the end of the day, also learn every day about one more protocol on the chain and outside the chain. Do crypto as it's meant to be, and get familiar with the infrastructure. It's increasing every month. We have more technology available. My message to you: wrap your mind around everything that is interesting, and be critical, and look for things that are really conclusive and what have good reputation, where the founders have reputation, and also what you understand. Don't do things that you don't understand, but the moment you want to understand something, come to us. We help you even to explain other protocols. We are token agnostic on True DeFi, and you're welcome. And the True Farm is a previously designed contribution to it, addition. It was part of the roadmap, and we are just amazed how thoroughly everything plays out. But that is Neil is in real life is in business, and is a seasoned businessman. I come from conventional business, and the rest of our team is actually involved in corporate structures or serious professional past and present. So we are treating this whole thing like a business. Thankfully, no neckties anymore.
That's right.
So if we could, if you want to share a screen or whatever, we could go over the TruFarm platform, and then we could probably wrap in some strategies after that, as Daniel was courteously explaining. Some of those strategies, if you caught them, a lot of it probably went over some people's heads, but visuals help people. But yeah, any other than that, I'm glad that all three of these platforms, especially with the referral program on True2X or whatever in the background, or SRE, stuff like that, all play into this. Kind of acts like a hidden market underneath areas of Pulsechain, and there is a lot of projects on Pulsechain that are out there, and people have to learn. So whether Neil wants to screen share,
Sure, I can do it.
I can add it to the screen and you can walk through it, show people how to
Okay.
do such. There we go.
All right. Yeah, so here's the TruFarms.io, the main homepage here. There's the homepage there. And you can
Really great UI, by the
performing.
way.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. We just something real clean, simple, to the point. We didn't want anything too busy. We try to keep things simple. Like I said, we don't have a mascot or anything per se, or any type of caricature that with True2X. Like Danny said, we're business people, so we're not trying to hype it up into some little dog or cat or whatever creature or something. This is more about professional yield farming, right? And so that's what we're looking into here. But we have the homepage here. We have a TruDefi homepage you can have access to, and the True2X page here at the top. And then we have the farms. We have our DAO, which if you want to vote on proposals, for instance, we have two proposals right now, Rhinofi and Yep. Right now, they both are being voted for. Still have another couple days. You have to have the NFT to be able to vote in the farm and to make proposals. And you have to have some V TruFarm, which means you have to have some staked TruFarm. That means you have to stake your TruFarm tokens to have votes to vote on proposals. The NFTs can be acquired through the NFT tab. We have a mint function here. You can mention NFT, the 1 million pulse a piece. And that gives you the voting rights, and also gives you a discount on the on the farms. There's fees associated with some of the non-TruFarm pairs. So like right now, there's a zero fee on things with TruFarms, but when we have things like Pulsex, or Pulse Die, those type of pairs, they will have fees associated with them, and NFT gives you a fee-free LP management. So they do it. DEFI does have benefits to it. If you want to be more active in the farm and how to participate, just like Emit, same thing. As far as NFTs go and use case, but this is the farm page, the main page most people interact with. Here we have our stats, the token price, the total TVL, total supply, market cap. And then this is the mission rate we were talking about earlier. It's 1,036 a day. So that tells you what you're looking at in yield in all the farms. And then your personal stuff and your wallets. And here we can see, the APR it's been slowly creeping up. Started around 20-something%. Now it's at 49.75 for the single side staking pool. And that's going to slowly creep up over time. It's on a delayed timer. So just like Emit did when it launched, it's not all at once. Even though we did 66,000, I think, on day one in volume, it's not going to reflect that in this. It's on a 11 or 10 or 11 day distribution, so it's not all at once. So you don't have all your yield coming in one day and nothing the next day. Here is the and here's your main pairs, your Pulse, DAI, and Pulsex, which was done today for TruFarm tokens. And then we have the Emit TruFarm here, which is the unique pair. So if you ever try to say swap some emit for TruFarm or TruFarm emit, you'll have to have twice the. So most tax tokens, you have to have twice the slippage. So if you're like 6 or 7% for say a pulse to emit or a pulse to TruFarm, it'll be twice that. 12 to 14% you set your slippage to go from token to token if you want to switch pools A to B. So that's just one thing we've done, and hopefully that'll bring volume in the bot with the bots, like we said earlier, to balance out the rest of the pools on both farms. And so the next couple of days, I'll be adding other categories with the cores. I'll be doing the cores next. It'll be, like I said, Pulse, Pulse X, Pulse Die, stuff like that. That's in probably Pulse Inc. And then that'll be my next 3-4 farms that'll be available. And after that, then we'll go to the proposals and the DAO, and we'll bring the RhinoFi TruFarm pool, and then the Yep TruFarm pool after that. And then any other protocols who wish to come, just come make proposals. We'll put them through, and the community can vote, and we'll get those up.
Now, the DAO is mainly for like farms and whatnot, not tokenomics and things like that, just to make
Correct.
that clear. Right?
Yeah, the DAO is only for voting on which farms people want or don't want. They can vote against. They choose not to have a farm. That's up to them. So that's their prerogative. Decommission, things like that. But it happens as time goes on. Some tokens, communities leave, and so we need to decommission farms, or they are abandoned by the community and they have no liquidity. They need to be decommissioned. So things like that happen over time. So those votes can go through, and we're watching that too. I mean, I'm well aware of what's out there, what's going on with a lot of these things. So, but yeah, if any project wants to be a part of the TruFarm pairs, just come on in and get your stuff together, your NFT and your tokens, and make a proposal, and we'll put it up for vote, see what the community decides.
And I think the NFTs right now are 1 million Pulse, and with the price of Pulse right now, that's just a steal for.
Yeah, it's like $13 or something. It's cheap.
Yeah.
And all you need is one. You just need one NFT to vote and do your thing. You don't need a bunch of them. So it's not like you need a whole bunch. And we only minted 1,000, and there's only 900 and something left. All right, whatever it is. No, less. Well, 903, 803 left. Excuse me, 197 been minted already.
I like that you guys doubled the amount of, almost doubled the amount of NFTs you can get too. Mm-hmm. So I know on like emit, I think they have 555 or something like that. And they're like at 497. They're almost gone. Yeah.
I bought one. I had to buy several myself for the TruFarm wallets to manage the emissions and stuff on emit. So I picked up a couple the other day to make sure I had plenty for myself as well. So yeah, people got to realize. I mean, once they're gone, they're gone. So we had a few more. We wanted to make sure there's enough for people to have plenty to do what they want. I know people minted like 10 and 12. It was kind of crazy, but you didn't have to. But they did. So, I mean, they got some for the future. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's always a secondary market too. Who knows in a year from now what these things will be going for if, demand is there. So, but but this is the farm here and how most people interact with this stuff. So, like we said, we have the single side staking pool.
We got a question in the chat about that. Might as well bring it up.
Yeah.
You said curious to how the APY has been increasing in the single-sided staking pool. Where do you see the APY getting up to from?
It's hopefully gets up to about 100% to 200%. It should, based upon the volume that's going to be generated. Like I said, it's about a 10 or 12 day delay before it starts getting into its point of I guess the steady flow right now, because it's only 2 days old, and so it just takes time for this to creep up. Because if you in a contract, it shows you how much is in there for distribution. It's a pretty good bit of DAI, so it'll take a little bit for all that to be distributed in the system. So it's not linear. It's on a curve of distribution.
Okay,
Neil, can you please pull up the chart of emit? Because I would like to address new people who have not been familiar with our protocol yet.
All right.
That's a great point because you can now refer to the previous version, and
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. That is basically where we can showcase what is going to happen just on steroids. Um, so
I'll bring it
okay,
up right.
I can you?
I, you got. I mean, I got it right here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as mentioned earlier, we have this we have true to X. Okay, good, good. Yeah, interesting. So we have true to X, which is the 2x protocol on PLS. So now, if you want to think about or plan how to stabilize or how to increase your token count during the bear market or during the crypto winter, maybe it's not the crypto winter yet. Still, it doesn't matter. You probably want to increase your token count, especially in the core tokens, or in even in DAI in stable. So what you can do is look at that chart. You see on the right side that um, series of green candles. Okay, that is when the SRE, which stands for the Strategic Reserve Engine, started working. So daily deposits into our True2X protocol in PLS incurs 10 to 14% being used to buy into other assets or into other service products. In this case, we invested in the services that Emmet was offering or is offering. And we continue with our commitment there, but we also do this now on TruFarms. So we did not even begin with this process yet. Until now, on the TruFarm, we have only organic um, uh, uh, purchases. But in the future, we're gonna buy and sell to create more volume. The volume itself is feeding the APR on the single-sided staking. So if you, yeah, so the moment that we have a sell here, don't worry, it's good. The moment we have a very hard drop, the more we can actually buy back. For us, we have an endless not endless, but we have a daily rejuvenating pool of funds of investment volume that we can buy either True Farm token or Emmet or both. And we're gonna continue with this as long as we're gonna run through DeFi. So for all future in DeFi, and this is a multi-cycle product. So the moment that we take deposit volume from True 2x, rehypothecate it by purchasing True Farm token or Emmet and Emmet, we are basically balancing the price. So there is a low risk for people to buy in at this moment because what I see, considering the APR that both of us, our protocols are offering, we did not even start with the price discovery process yet. This is just a very hesitant, let's test the waters chart. But the APRs are just too good to not want to have more Emmet or more TrueFarm token. So, and this is where, whenever there is a dip, we are glad because it creates volume for us. More volume means more APR for single sided stakers. A dip also means I can even buy more. You, we as institutional, somewhat institutional buyers, we also have basically the opportunity to buy back in cheaper, load up, so we can make more out of the single-sided staking and auto pairs. Now, when you look at the farm, for example, you're in PLS or you want to be safe on a safe side. What can you do during crypto winter? Okay, so you can, for example, say you go, for example, you decide you go into stables, then you might buy DAI. Cool. So you can pair DAI with TrueFarm. So what is currently the APR for that pair, Neil? It's still attractive. So you get paid in TrueFarm. What do you want to do with the TrueFarms that you're earning? TrueFarm tokens. You can sell it for more DAI, and then you increase your DAI. You can swap it into PLS, deposit into True 2x, which will 2x, which will double your PLS amount. Um, if you have a time horizon of a year, of 2 years, of 3 years, if you intend to stay in crypto because you're on a mission and you believe in crypto, then you will just do the right thing to do. Or the best thing you can do is basically increase token counts, load up, load up, load up, so that at the next cycle top, you are well off. And probably you are so well off that you are not even intending to sell at the next cycle top, but that you're setting yourself up for a continued earning from crypto. Because how many people come to crypto who actually want to live off crypto, right?
Yeah.
So this is a possibility, and we are one of the um, co- round tables. I would like to say a round table because I want to involve Emmet and Vouch, for example. Vouch is also a quality product. It's building on volume, you know, by validation. So the more volume, the better for everyone. So if you intend to finally, eventually earn off crypto, you can either spend a lot of money, learn trading professionally, then lose a lot, lose less, don't lose anymore, and start slowly to earn. If you are already, if you belong to the 1% of traders who are harvesting from everyone else, congrats. It's still an act of war. Or you look for protocols that have substance, are conclusive, are up to date, and state of the art protocols where you put your money in order to get more out.
Yep.
Me being an emit, being through like I bought it at a high or whatever, and that last point of high before the slap, not the last one, but the one before that, I bought around like $2. I bought around $1.50, and I bought down near a quarter. You know what I mean? But the whole way down and up, I was earning in the single side staking pool, and yeah, I thought about selling sometimes if this next the price was going down, but it really gave me more conviction to hold because of that single side staking pool, and it gave me more like pulse accumulation or other tokens, or even just accumulate stables so you can go buy something else or compound it. And my token count has just gone like I'm way ahead in token count. And now I'm just like, why would I ever sell it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
As
it's
If
a
long
you
as
yield
know,
generation
the
tool.
balance between going through pools and everybody doing everything, helping that volume out, it's a self-generating kind of volume machine, and then you attach True 2x to it, it's just like even better. you know
for those who know how farms work, basically, they will all understand one thing: a farm has only APR, a high APR, as long as you have volume for single-sided staking. You only have a high APR if you can control the emission. Because if you have an endless emission, you have an endless inflation, and then at some point there is a market saturation where you don't have more buyers who basically buy up the additional emission. And if you have no price movement because everyone is happy with the APR, nobody sells, nobody buys anymore because the market is saturated, nothing happens. And then the APR goes down, then you have the sellers, but those sells, this is not enough to sustain a high APR. So volume is a topic, and so buy volume or trading volume is a topic, and the other topic is basically the inflation. So what can you do about it? And this is where actually the ingenious or the advantageous feature, the unique selling product position of True 2x comes in, or of True DeFi, that we have a daily position where we need to seek a place where to put it. And of course, we create those places as well. So we are collaborating passionately right now with both farms, Emmet and TruFarm, and it will not only stay with TruFarms. We're expanding our ecosystem further and further. over the next few months. So we are
Yeah.
constantly in need of new yield producing sources outside of True to X. So that is where you have basically the circle or the wheel is round. We provide the volume with True to X. We provide the APR with the farms, and we lower the emission, or we basically buy up the inflation with if you look there, we have already 12,500 TruFarm tokens. Yes, there that is created by the community. That's going to be probably double almost today, around 20, which means it's going to be another deposit volume, a value of 20 million PLS. So this deposited 20 million worth of PLS today. What is deposited today? And that happens every day. At some day in the future, it will mature to a 2x. And a quarter of that, that is how True to X works. A quarter of that will go and market buy the token of our partners, in this case of TruFarm. But we do the same with Unity, we do the same with Tetra,
Yeah.
Isha, which is outside of Pulsechain, Emit, and all the other ones. So if someone wants to become a partner, we go. That means come as a partner. We can have a partner as means basically you communicate with your community. Hey, if you want to double your token count in PLS, go do that, but use our community's ID. If you use our community's ID in the future, there will be buy pressure on our token, and there will be a distribution to all the holders that are on the holders list. And net distribution doesn't matter if they ever interacted with True to X or not. It is a service for partners, and that stands actually for their externally generated revenue. So we have something that is not easy to understand for some people, and we just want to make you curious, and we are willing to have one-on-one conversations with every community leader. You don't need to be the founder in order to initialize a partnership, and wrap your mind around why Emit, TruFarm, True2X is set up for success, and sets up its users to go successful in warm winter clothes through the crypto winter.
Yeah, and if we even had like 3 times the amount of attention that we have now, it would just be off the hook already. I think, and that just makes a lot more growth in the future. I don't know how many users you have at the point, but I suggest it's probably in the tens of thousands, or at least wallets that we know of, because that's probably the one metric that you can account for, right? So who knows? I like the strategies, and I don't know. Anything else you guys want to run down on it? Besides that, I pretty much don't have any questions. And
I mean,
there's no questions in the chat really. And yeah, strategy wise.
Yeah, strategy wise, I mean, people need to think about, what they want to do. I mean, we kind of touched on a little bit, but if you're in single side staking, you're earning DAI every day. And here's the thing with stables. It's great to be in stables when things are going down, but you never know when things go up. It takes one move of the market. Next thing you know, you're now behind the curve. Nobody can time the bottom perfectly. It's just, it's almost impossible. You get lucky every now and then, but most, I would say only, 0.1% of the people really can time the bottom. And they're just, most of the time they're lucky. Most everybody catches either on the way down or on the way up. So they're around the bottom if they're paying attention. But the average user is not. He don't have time to pay attention to the markets and be at his computer or wherever to make the sale or trade, or have the sophisticated software to do the orders for him. And since we don't have limit orders in mass on Pulsechain, you're kind of limited. You have to be there or have a script or have a bot to buy for you. So being in stables is great if you want to be secure if you think that you're going through to the bottom. But if you know there's a chance that in a reflexive system, the reflexive tokens and pricing from Bitcoin, Ethereum, as it reflects to the price of Pulse and everything else on Pulsechain, that's both bond and liquidity, it'd be better to have the thing that's probably going to go up more, because if you stay in stables, you could get left behind really, really quickly and lose out on a lot of potential earnings in that token. So if you're in it and you know you're going to be here a while, it'd be better to go into things like Pulse and use things like True2X. So the DAI you earn from the stables in stables from single side staking, you can convert to Pulse, put in a True2X and double it. Even if it's not a lot every day, if you did it every day, say consistently for say 60 days, by then your first deposit will already double by then, or get close to it. And then you can then take some of that and put it back in and acquire tokens and do the same thing again. And then you go back to the farms, back into the True2X, and then back to the farms. It's EMIT or TruFarms. Either way, you're earning more stables, increasing your token count in Pulse by 2x. So when the price does move up, you're really going to be at the 2x times the price movement, of the asset, right? And so if you have a lot of Pulse you've accumulated and you're not in stables and you've doubled it, you're even more than you would have been in stables, because you're not going to time the bottom just right. See, let's say you earn $20 a day in stables and you're buying, well, when am I going to make my buy? Do I buy it today? Okay, fine, I buy it today. Do I buy it every day? Okay, so now I'm buying it on the way down, but my average is never going to be the full bottom. It'll be somewhere in the middle. Whereas if I doubled my token count and did it that way, my way up, it's way higher than any average buy on the way down, because I've doubled my positions. That's how people have got to understand. That's in a reflexive system. It's way more important to have token count and think of unit accumulation than trying to time pricing, because we don't know how long it'll take to go from where we are now to the top. We don't know how long the crypto winter is going to be. Right now, the world markets are nuts, so we're all feeling the effect on every change, not just Pulsechain. All the chains are feeling it. So as we go down, then go back up, and whenever that happens, it'd be better to have more of the thing that's going to go up in value faster than stables. The stables are nice to have for short term. It's something that you need to think about and use these tools that we've built wisely to set yourself up in positions. So then when the price does move, you can, like Daniel said earlier, live off crypto if you choose to, and use DeFi the way it was meant, to cut out the middleman, make yourself your own bank, so you can have a steady income over time.
Even you could come into this and probably do it once a week, do the whole rotation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let's just start with, like, you're in EMIT, single side staking, you collect your EDI, and then you go to True2X, and then you just deposit it there, and then maybe you have a miner come up, and then you take that, and then you just go buy more EMIT or TruFarm, and just keep the cycle rotating once a week, even if you have a day job, whatever. You know what I mean? Once you get your initial system built, you can just pick and choose where you're going, and before you know it, after a couple months, maybe 3 to 6 months, you'll be like, I have a lot of Pulse.
Yep.
I have a lot of I have a lot more EMIT than I thought. I even have a little bit of stable coins, maybe, because you might tuck a percentage of that away. You know what I mean? It just depends on where you want to go. And once you see that and you see the system, it's just like, this can be sustainable.
Well, don't forget about the LP. You have LP options as well.
Yeah.
You can put your LP into TruFarm stables or EMIT stables, or if you want to be in some stables, there's your exposure to stables, but you're earning money off your stable. That's not sitting idle in your wallet. That's what people have to really get out of their head, is do not sit with idle capital if you can put it to work to earn money. That's the thing. If it's sitting idle, it's not doing you any good. You're going to get eat up with either price action or inflation, one of the two. So put it to work to earn more units. And where you want more EMIT, more TruFarm, more Pulse, whatever you're going to do something with it, because that's what DeFi has been built for.
Yeah.
And the only other thing about impermanent loss or whatever, because you're in a farm, a lot of people are scared of impermanent loss. The only time impermanent loss matters is when you go in and you come out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can strategize those timings right to get your ratio right in the market, I know anything can happen. Downs, up, sideways, whatever. Certain tokens go up more than other tokens and whatnot, but you can time it just right to where you're acceptable with it. It's a win.
Well, that's the
this
whole. That's the. Go ahead. Well, that's the point of the farm. Is the reward token is supposed to help you recover the impermanent losses, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you get a bunch of TruFarm tokens for. Let's say you want to say I'm gonna do a TruFarm, or I'm gonna go to the Pulse die pair when it comes up. You'll get TruFarm tokens as a reward. You can single side stake those and earn die while you're waiting. Okay, so when Pulse die is doing its thing and is in the market, and you say, okay, I'm ready to pounce. All right, I'm ready to exit that LP. I've now earned die, which I've maybe put back in or I bought more Pulse with or whatever, and I've softened the blow. And then the tokens, the TruFarm tokens I've acquired, I can then sell, extract that value because they'll have gone up with Pulse because the whole system goes up, right? Now you have more value in all, and whatever impermanent loss you would have had is negated because you probably be ahead in all the things once all the ratios work out. And that's how to utilize these tools. And if you add True2X to the mix and you've reinvested in True2X, now you're in a double position in token count on top of all the LP earnings as well as the TruFarm token earnings. So there's a lot of potential here that people need to take advantage of in the cyclical nature of emit, TruFarms, and True2X, and how you could leverage all three to really grow your DeFi portfolio.
And this is true for everything, for every farm theoretically. But in this particular case, remember the chart of Emmet? This is where our daily investments go to, Emmet and TruFarm. We are coming with, for example, today we have currently day 40, what are we on right now? 45. Yeah, we have currently a daily deposit volume on True2X with 1.42 billion. 1.4 billion PLS. Let it sink in for a second. Day 45. It's not day one. This is like a continuous wave form between 1 and 2 billion daily deposit volume. Let that sink in for a moment. So now imagine that roughly 10%, over the thumb, 10% are used every day to purchase another token, be it Emmet, or that we do something reasonable with that investment capital, basically, with those funds. So with 100 to 150 million every single day, we can confirm our commitment to those tokens. So now, if you are in a platform like TruFarm or Emmet, so now imagine there is a buyer who has to buy the necessity to purchase, the necessity to invest. So what we are doing for True2X, why should that not work for you? On the other hand, what do you want to predict if you are going into any program? What is the most important thing you want to predict? That is there a buyer? This is my insider knowledge. My insider trade is because I know there will be an institutional buyer who wants to buy every day. So what risk do you face, right? So that is one very important point. And the other hand, so that's why going into the farm, going into the True token or Emmet is it's almost too boring because you earn the farm token. Yes, that balances at least the value. On the other hand, if you're, for example, going into the farm pair True farm slash with the PLS or rep PLS pair. So PLS is not any shit coin or token, right? It's gonna be there next cycle. It's not something that is being forgotten over the next 4 years. It's gonna be there. It's the freaking gas token. So increasing the net value, the net amount of your units for the gas token of a whole chain that is constantly growing, is being added, is being built on. That is basically, wrap your mind around it, and we are there to have daily conversations with our community. That's my.
I feel sorry for anybody just joining Pulsechain or just wrapping their head around crypto and they come on this stream right now. They'll be like, what the hell is going on? I don't even understand Bitcoin yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's sophisticated, but yet it can be made simple. So we for True
Once
2X
you
is
get it,
simple.
you get it.
Yeah, you deposit, pulse in, pulse out. You don't have to compound. You can just make a deposit, just watch it, let it see. The farms are pretty simple. You buy, stake, you can provide an LP. It's as simple as you want to make it, but it can be as complex and sophisticated as you want to make it as well. Depends on what your strategy is. So
Yeah,
using these yield loops, they're complicated, but once you get going, it's routine. I do the thing, I make my buys, make my deposits, in wherever I'm doing, and then I take the yield and I go over here and do the same thing. I do it every day or every week or whatever my schedule is. In doing so over time, you've just increased your units. And I did a little video on my YouTube about a real simple formula. We've talked about it already. It's nothing complicated, but if you did that every week or every day or whatever your regular activities are, you will grow your bags faster than you realize. And that's what people they need to wrap their mind around that. My bags are getting bigger, not in maybe dollar terms, but in tokens.
And in a bull run, it compounds your gains.
That's it.
Just saying.
That's it.
And in a bear market, it will do the same thing on the downside, but
right.
That's
but
where
we're in the bottom now, right?
Whatever.
We're basically launched at the bottom with True 2X and TruFarm. We're near the bottom, we would call it, right? Maybe not the exact bottom. Okay, so we're toward the bottom. So if we go back to the SAC rate right now, that's what, a 6x ish, whatever it is.
Yeah.
From now. So if you're in True 2X, that's a 12x because you're doubling it, right? And all the TruFarms will go up proportionally, in the tokens and the emit tokens will go proportionally based upon the price of pulse. There's your valuation there. So if you're stuck in DAI, you're left behind. But if you're in the DAI pair, you're getting a bunch of DAI and people are taking your pulse. If you're in a pulse DAI pair, right, and you're getting still left with DAI because the price is going up, people are selling. Buying. The token. So there's things to think about permanent loss and stuff like that. But you still have the DAI. You sold your pulse for DAI in this situation up to this, let's say back to SAC rate. And you made money. There's no doubt about it. You haven't lost everything. You just didn't make as much as you could. But if you were in a Pulse X pair and you were earning emit or earning TruFarm tokens, now you're two reflexive tokens, and both of them are going to go up with bonded liquidity because we know that the heaviest liquidity pairs on Pulsechain. So your permanent loss is going to be almost negligible. There'd be a little ratio difference, but it wouldn't be not near as bad as Pulse DAI, like, for instance. There's a play people can do. Or, better yet, what about the TruFarm emit pair? Both of them will go up basically in sync. Both will go up with the price of Pulse, and they both are there for you then to say, I can always take one side and single side stake if I want to at a certain point in time. You want to get out of your pairs. And so you can't really go wrong with that. So there's a lot of ways to think about using the farms to earn yield and be a position to be in the best place you can be. Now everybody can hit the tops and everybody can be max capital gain on their assets, but you can put yourself in a much better position by using these tools in a very strategic way where, if nothing else, you will be better than average on the overall valuation of the market movement moving forward.
All right. Sorry, I was trying to make somebody a moderator over here. Apparently, I don't have anybody with a range. So I'm doing that real quick. Yeah. So if there's anything I left out, let's cover it now. I think we pretty much covered everything besides how to get onto Pulsechain.
Yes. yes, indeed. Yeah. Indeed. It's
but you guys are doing a True 2X fork for ETH probably in the future. I'll just throw that out there for anybody watching, which that's a little teaser where you'll be getting some ETH apparently. But other note, let's anything I left out, anything you guys need to say, yeah, let's I'm gonna try to keep this near an hour for people.
One way to show our gratefulness for you hosting this show is that we can spill a little bean here. And yes, we are currently doing a lot of research, investigating and testing how a hyperlane can work out between different the legacy chains, BSC, Ethereum, how you can basically provide an interface over there and keep the engine over here on Pulsechain, and also the yield production at the end here on Pulsechain, at least in the interim. So we have we are working full time. It's a full time working team that is working on marketing, on executing on the products we have, and on further not only research but actually on rolling out the entire roadmap as intended. So we are working on these things. It's not time to speculate much or to announce much, but yes, we are working on using Hyperlane and investigating other opportunities, how to bring value to the chain, how to bring value to users of other chains. And we could talk, we could write 999 pages, but to keep it short, do more crypto.
I think we're going to have to actually, I think we got a notification on it. Neil, I think you guys did an airdrop or something like that, or are going to do one.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it as we speak, actually. I was about to say, my last thing was, everything's a little slow right now. In fact, you were part of the airdrop group.
Oop. There he goes. Sorry. There he is. You back?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. I think I crashed us or something. I brought up a page and all of a sudden that happened. All right. Everybody's back.
All right. All right. So I just sent you your tokens as part of the airdrop. You're the first one, Bright Light.
All right. Who else got airdrops?
It was Robert Booker, Smo, Mitch, James. He's a Purchase Crypto, Ryder Tex, Crypto Dave, Tracy G, Numbnuts, Jose, Jeffrey, Gorgeous, 1344, Striker, BMIDE at Slimeide 0, Sam, Rip City, Timmy Tope, Kimmy, Tomawa, and Thomas Ferguson. Or Max Ferguson. So that's the guys who completed the airdrop challenge. I'm doing it as we speak. So you should see your tokens in your wallet. Just confirmed. Bright Light.
Very generous of you guys to do airdrops and whatnot. And I highly doubt any of them will be on the market soon.
Yeah, well, we're going to do more. I have an airdrop allocation. The rest will come through emit over time, just like he does his airdrops with the groups. Once this batch is out, and give me several days, I'll send some more to him to airdrop through the emit Telegram. So you have to go to emit Farm Telegram to get those airdrops as well. Just participate over there, and we encourage y'all. I mean, we're emit and TruFarms are joint at the hip. So I mean, there's really no separation because we're TruDefi is heavily invested. We got like over 26% of the supply over there on the single side staking. So we're not leaving anytime soon. That's for sure. And so we'll be working together for a long time.
The longer I sat over there, the longer I wanted to stay. And I'm like, I think I'm just stuck here. Not stuck, willingly stuck. You know what I mean? But yeah, congratulations to everybody that got their airdrops. Smo is in the chat. Rip City's in the chat. And I think Believe in Yourself is in the chat. I believe I heard his name. Yeah. I don't think I see anybody else in the chat, but yeah. If you guys do not know, let me get my caption out. You can follow TruFarms at TruFarms_IO on X. And
no, that is not us. No, that is not us. No, we are.
The wrong one?
Yeah, TruFarms does not have an X account. We are all under TruDefi.io umbrella.
TruDefi, not TruFarms. My bad. TruDefi. My bad.
We were trying to keep it simple.
Guys. Sorry.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it simple for the Telegram chat. We didn't want two different chats. That was too much trouble for us to manage. So
we're all under one. Is that better?
No, well, that's actually incorrect too. It's hold on.
All right, screw it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. we'll get it out there. You can follow us on I mean, I'm live streamed right now on Twitter as well as or X, as well as my own YouTube right now. So it's all on there. All our socials and links are on my stuff. They're accurate. But yeah, we're here though. If y'all got any questions, just come to our chat at t.me / capital TRU underscore P capital P number 2 capital X. That is our Telegram for TruDefi and True2X and TruFarms, all under one umbrella. So you have any questions, come over there. We're happy to chat, answer anything, any questions you have. So we're almost always in there most of the time. So it's always somebody around kicking around.
Yeah, 24 hours basically coverage, because as you can see, cold time zone for you guys over there, and warm time zone for me. It must be the other side of the world. So we are covering Australia, America, Europe at all times. So we can, if you want us, please keep it simple. Then we keep it simple. But if you want to dive, if you want to have a deep dive with crypto experienced and seasoned guys, to avoid the word OG, then yes, we have all a history here, and we can actually dig deep and point out what were the challenges in the past, what did we learn from, why are these protocols right now destined to stay and to grow and to deliver good on whatever the goal of a user is. All right, so let's get involved.
Gave people a lesson of how to click the wrong links with where to follow you guys. Thanks for you guys to show me the way.
Yeah,
always make sure you have the right links, guys.
That's right. That's good. Well, we appreciate it, Bright Light.
Yeah, anytime. You guys are welcome.
People need to stay awake. This is my last message in this stream. People need to stay awake. People usually, if things are going down, the market is going down, and it will. We are entering the next phase of this of an everlasting cycle. So don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. When when you're driving, you drive. You're not cruising. You're driving. You are actively doing something. When you are in crypto, you're in the driver's seat. All right. Keep on grinding. Move your brain, exhaust your brain, do something with it. So learn more and learn who you want to be acquainted with, and where do you want to go. So welcome.
I think we covered it all, and I appreciate everybody watching, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for coming on. We'll probably have you on another time about something else. Who knows? We never know. But maybe have you on about just plain market next time. Who knows where the market's going. But anyways, thank you guys. And with that, outro.
Standing in the shadows of change where the fees eat your dreams. Pulsechain rises, eats burning crisis, lighting fires on the streams. No kings, no locks, just codes setting us free, unlocking legacies. Deposit PLS as the auctions ignite. P2X doubles down day into night. From auction house, bits of mine in the yield, compounding silently, reaping fortunes revealed. No tokens to chase, no rugs in the game. Redistributing ingenious mooning crypto games. Calling to the faithful. Oh, crypto can hear the pulse speeds loud. True DeFi is here.